I find it funny how Fonnie Willis can prosecute a rapper for lyrics, but can't prosecute a single cop over any kind of misconduct that they committed on camera. I find that very funny. And this just goes to show you that the law and the people who administer the law are two very different things. Rayshard Brooks was murdered. His homicide was not justified because the use of deadly force is only justified in cases of self-defense. This applies to everybody. Compliance or the criminal history of the subject is irrelevant. Shooting somebody in the back who's running away from you is not self-defense. And I don't see how it could be considered self-defense. Just the I'm white and I say so law, you know. Rayshard Brooks was driving drunk, or he did do what can be considered a DUI, passed out in the drive-through of a Wendy's. And then he did resist officers and he did fight them. He did attempt to, taser them. But none of that was, none of that justifies him being shot in the back. Because for one, the taser was already discharged. It was rendered useless by the time Rayshard had it in his hands. And even if it wasn't, a taser isn't a deadly weapon. Otherwise, officers will not be able to tase people who aren't violent. Officers tase people who aren't violent all the time. So to say that that's a deadly weapon, is ludicrous, And, a so-called special prosecutor dropped charges against them so Fonnie Willis wouldn't have to. And I'm not surprised, but I hope that this opens the door for better things. I hope this wakes people up, make people more bolder than they already are. And, the Atlanta Police Department already has a shortage and they don't want to upset, the police department anymore. They don't want to force people into retirement because they're afraid of being charged for committing a crime. So that's what Fonnie Willis is doing. She's not charging them because Atlanta police is having a shortage, but I think they're digging their own graves.